With what little research we had back at the same time in 2015, we concluded that it was unlikely that elevation training masks actually simulated altitude training. It did not make sense that it would work conceptually or physiologically for any aerobic variables, but perhaps more advantageous for respiratory muscles because it's just harder to breathe in these things. But at that time, there was little research, so I predicted that more research would come out in 2016 to 2017. Big shocker, I was right. So with a quick search, I found 3 studies. This study looked at 24 moderately trained individuals who did high-intensity cycling for 6 weeks, with or without the mask. There were no differences in VO2 max, pulmonary function, or hematological variables. So the authors conclude, wearing the elevation training mask while participating in a 6-week high-intensity cycle ergometer training program does not appear to act as a simulator of altitude, but more like a respiratory muscle training device, confirming our previous assumptions. This study and this study looked at ROTC cadet training for 6 or 7 weeks and also found no differences in VO2 max results. Both concluded that training with the mask was not beneficial in aerobic outcomes. There was also several really good student research abstracts that found the same thing. Interestingly, I am not sure why someone would think that wearing the mask during weight training would be a good idea, unless it was somehow protective against some noxious odors. But there was one study that tested the effects of the mask in 20 recreational weightlifters during 2 weight training sessions plus a maximal effort sprint. The researchers concluded that the mask did not hinder them completing the training sessions. However, wearing the elevation training mask does appear to attenuate or reduce the ability to maintain working velocity during the training bouts and negatively influence ratings of alertness and focus for task. In conclusion, there is now more evidence in support that elevation training masks do not simulate altitude training. So I have now changed this post from unlikely to busted.